For those who haven't heard of it yet, Atlyss is an MMORPG in which you choose a class in the race, put in your stat points, fight some monsters, yada yada yada. You've seen it before. But this game somehow does it differently. Through a simple yet fun gameplay loop of making builds, to the presentation and aesthetic being unique, and even the character customization being some of the best I've seen from a game, my goal isn't to just say the game is good, because it is, but rather to point out some of these elements and explain why they're so enjoyable. So let's get into it. We gotta start with the classes. When you make your character, you have 3 archetypes to fall into: dexterity, strength, and intelligence. From these stats, you basically have your bandit, fighter, and mystic / support. Of course, all these classes have their own unique moves that they can use in combat. For example, mystics have a long range spell that does pretty good damage, while fighter has a close lifesteal ability that heals you and does DOT. All the classes have their own weapon types. Bandits use bows and daggers, fighter use swords and great axes, and mystics use bells and staffs. Every weapon can be attuned, however, at the blacksmith to fit your needs. The enchanting / attuning system I could really go on for a while about, but to keep it simple, every armor piece and weapon in the game comes in common, rare, or exotic rarity. If the rarity is already exotic, it cannot be enchanted, but if it's not, you can enchant your gear however you want for stats that can be advantageous for your class. I had a strength build that I made do some more damage by applying the necessary enchants. Enchants don't make or break a build, but having ones that can help it can take it that much further. I can describe the combat in this game in one word, and that's fluid. There's nothing like going in with a strength build, hitting a massive stun with your skill, getting a charge attack, pairing all the enemies, and then finishing them off. There's only a few games I've played where the combat is this well done, and this is definitely one of them. One of the aspects that make the combat feel so good is that the game makes you feel like you're actually doing damage to the enemy. The sound effects, the big damage numbers, the flexible movement you're able to pull off mid-combat, it just all makes it feel very satisfying. No, you don't need to be a god at the game to experience this either. At the same time, to people who are good at the combat, the game doesn't feel too easy. This is why the combat is such a success in my opinion. How this game presents itself is like your early 2000s graphics but with a modern spin on it. Honestly, these days I'm all for the stylized art style, so it's definitely a breath of fresh air. This style actually works to the game's advantage when you're in combat or just generally traversing around. The UI never feels cluttered, even with all the crazy stuff happening in the middle of a fight either. When you're just walking around the environment, it feels pretty peaceful as you're just going to your next objective. The various areas in the game are pretty varied when it comes to feel, visuals, and especially the music that accompanies each area. Atlyss sticks to recognizable electronic sounds for the music, which help it distinguish itself from a lot of other games. Okay, I'm not gonna sugarcoat this part, but you can make a character with a fat ass and some big breath. Okay, wait. Before we get to that, we gotta speak about the multiplayer first.
What? We're flying to Philadelphia! Oh, hell no! That's hell no! No! Michael, no!
However, in the meantime, let me roll this clip of me and my friend checking it out. Enjoy.
How do you even go about PvPing in this game? Oh, wait, I have an idea. Hold on, come around to the gladiator. So does it work now? Flagged for— oh, did we have to be flagged? Do we have to work now? Oh, it does work now, okay. Oh! Wait, come here. So you mean to tell me that if I do this, it's pretty much over? Because I can just follow up like that. If that's the case, I should just hop on my Dex build for PvP like ever. And just use my guaranteed crit and then just pop a 500 damage swing in you, and that's it.
Considering that you're not coming to the game for PvP and it's a solo development project, I'm not surprised the PvP is kind of jank. I feel like with the combat, the PvP could be interesting in the future. If rebalanced and given changes, it can be a very entertaining thing, very skillful. I feel like overall my evaluation is very good, but can use a lot of changes. Okay. But speaking seriously, I really do love the character customization because just how much freedom it gives you with your hair color, eyes, mouth. It's all great. My favorite fact about the character creator is that your race can be another factor that genuinely matters in how you're gonna make your build. One race has a latent ability that guarantees your next attack will crit, which is ideal for both strength and dexterity builds. Another latent skill gives your next spell no cast time, which is a good help early on for intelligence builds. Overall, these starter skills are pretty moderate, so you can pick a race purely for looks. Clothes are also a really big aspect into why character customization works so well. You have the freedom to modify any piece of armor in the game while keeping the original stats to your base armor. Almost all the clothes in this game look very good, and even with the game's art style, you can see the attention to detail to every single piece of cosmetic in the game. The only thing that's separating this game from its full release is time. Kisef, or I don't know how you say his name, but that's what I'm reading. The main developer is working on this game alone from what I know. So obviously it's going to take some years until this game is out of early access state. On full release, I'd love to see class mixing added to the fray. I'd also like to see more races and classes in general. 3 classes and 5 races are fine, but I'd definitely like to see more options. Atlyss to me is hope that future game developers go back to the roots of what made gaming actually enjoyable. Even though MMORPGs are a very tired trope that's been done over and over again, it somehow manages to be unique within these confines to make a good game. The game visually is simple while providing a solid gameplay loop to keep you coming back while giving you the tools to play the game however you want. I think a simple project like this could set a good example hereafter and could possibly snowball into something greater for us all to enjoy. Thank you for watching. Alright, well, it's time for the post-video ramble. I appreciate you for watching the video. First video essay I've done ever. I mean, I'm not the type of person to write essays, so I appreciate you. Yeah. Also, big shout out to my man Mage Doge. He's the one who proofread the script, took out all the goofy shit in it. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know how long this video is gonna take to edit. It's probably gonna take forever, but yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say. Have a great day or night.